Hey, Russell of Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, this is a daily check-in, so hopefully everything is okay. I'm doing like a test today. I'm just on with my sister because I've been having some problems with the Rodecaster and I guess how I come across as far as sound and picture and all that. So hopefully that stuff is rectified. You can hear me okay. I'm live on LinkedIn. I'm live on YouTube. So once again, hope you guys are doing well. Let me just make sure comments are open just in case you wanted to make some comments. Once again, we're live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn. This is a daily check-in. I do a daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today is Thursday, so happy Thursday. Today is January 23rd. It's about 4 o'clock, right? So I normally do the check-in between noon and 4. So, yeah, I'm a little late. Okay, sue me. But like I said, I was having some technical issues, and sometimes I got to have somebody with me to make sure I know what the heck I'm doing. So I don't have a topic today. I'm just actually, I guess I just wanted just to test some things. So I guess that's it. But I'm gonna go through everything I would normally go through, other than if I had a taste. So this is gonna be real brief, unless there's people out there that have comments or questions, or they just want to engage. And I'm all about engagement, right? So I'm live in LA. Hotel I'm showing today, Hilton Culver City. I actually showed this yesterday as well. So one of my favorite hotels, I'm all about hotels. Doesn't matter if it's a full service, doesn't matter if it's limited service, select service, a Hilton, a branded hotel versus an independent hotel. Doesn't matter. I'm Russell of hotels. I'm Russell of all hotels. Okay, so I stay in all types of hotels. So this is one that's kind of located down the street from me. I've never actually booked anything to into this hotel yet, me personally, but I have recommended it. In fact, I recommend it because if people they want to be near the airport but not at the airport, and I'm speaking of Los Angeles International Airport, or LAX, that's what they call it. That's what we call it. That's what the world calls it, right? So it's not at the airport, but it's near the airport. So if you need to be close to the airport but not at the airport, this is a good place. And one good thing about this particular hotel is that it's in walking distance to a mall and to many food and beverage establishments. Okay, so you can go get your eat on. There's a movie theater not too far. You can get your shop on. You can do all that within maybe a less than a 10-minute walk of the hotel. So if you stay at the airport hotels are fine, and some of my favorite hotels are at the airport as well. But the drawback to the airport is that you're at the airport, and there's not a lot of there's no shopping in the area, and there's no restaurants other than the restaurant that's located within your hotel. Hopefully there is a restaurant in your hotel. So it depends on where you're staying. But I love the hotels at the airport too. But for my money, if someone says, I want to be by the airport but not at the airport, try the Hilton and Culver City. I was about to try to be fancy with it, but no, just try the Hilton in Culver City, and I think you would be pleasantly surprised because the hotel has been redone. About 2 years ago, they redid it completely because it used to be a DoubleTree. Now, we know, well, maybe you don't know, but in order to be a Hilton, there's certain standards that hotels have to go through, right? There's certain things that have to be, when they do renovation, there's certain things that need to be renovated. So they completely almost gutted this hotel out and made it more of a Hilton, because a Hilton would be a DoubleTree. It's a DoubleTree by Hilton, and then the Hilton would be on top of that DoubleTree. It'd be a couple steps up, if you will. And then on top of a Hilton would be a Conrad. Okay, so the Conrad would be the flagship hotel for Hilton hotels. Just in case you wanted to know. You probably didn't, but I'm Russell of Hotels, so I'm gonna keep you in the loop of everything. So real quick, the blog, anything that I talk about, with the exception of today, I'm not really not talking about anything today, but everything that I have talked about in the past, go to my blog, just go russellofhotels.com, go to the blog section, just kind of scroll over, hit that button, bing, and anything that I discuss will be on the blog. I mean, it goes back quite a bit, so it's pretty extensive. So some of the past conversations or past topics that I've covered are on the blog. So there's always good information there, and you can just scroll the entire website. There's always some good information there for you. You know, how I started, who I am, all that kind of stuff. And my email's there, my phone number's there. So however you want to get a hold of me is there. I'm accessible, 100%, 24/7. So, but anyway, there you go. So no topic, so I won't go over the topic section. But Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, I do this show called Live. Well, not live on. It's live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube. The show is called On Air with Russell of Hotels. It's a live hospitality talk show. Everyone's talking about. I just did show number 284 on Tuesday. So if you haven't checked it out, where can you find it? We'll just go to LinkedIn or YouTube. The replay is there. I never get rid of these things. They're there forever. So just check it out and see what I talked about. Any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. I already gave you the way to reach out to me. So it's all about, community, building community. It's all about communication. It's all about engagement, all that kind of stuff. So feel free to always reach out to me because that's what it's all about, right? If you want to know anything about hotels, well, I'm the guy. I'm the guy to let you know. And I also do hotel site selection, which means I assist companies and organizations with finding that right hotel for their group meeting. A group is 10 rooms or more, right? Doesn't necessarily have to have a meeting with it because I do incentive trips. I do just leisure trips. I mean, I got clients that are going on cruises and they need pre and post rooms, pre-cruise hotel stays, right? So I have this one they're going to Bermuda, I believe, but they're taking the ship out of New York, right? So they want 2 days in Manhattan and 2 days, they want 2 days pre-cruise and 2 days post-cruise in Manhattan. So my job is to find, hotels for them. And it's like 50 people, right? I'm like, man, you want to be around these friends for that long? But anyway, people do it. So what can I do? Oh, I think I'm frozen. I'm frozen. So, okay. Oh my goodness, that's not what I wanted to do right there. Let me see if I can fix this. Oh no, I don't think I have to now. Let's see. Okay. See what happens sometimes. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes my camera freezes up. So I had to go to the alternate camera. And as you can see, the alternate camera was showing something else. So if this is just the magic of Hollywood, if you will. This is basically this is a green screen, right? This is the same thing that they use on the news, right? So anyone that watches the news and you watch the weather, the weather girls that they're pointing to the map or whatever, they're basically the same kind of setup, right? I have a green screen in back of me. I'm telling you what I'm doing, right? So there's a green screen in back of me, and the image is basically put on the screen, right? So the image that you see is something that that's a photo that I took, and I just uploaded it to the computer, to this particular system, which is called Ecamm Live. And now, just like I'm pointing, see the young lady right here? That's the same thing that they would do on the weather, right? There's a map that you can see on the TV, but they see the map in front of them. They're pointing to the green screen, but the map is in front of them, so they know where the map would be on the green screen, so they're actually pointing to it. But they don't see what they're pointing at. They're pointing at a green screen. It's just an empty screen. They're looking in front of them, and they see the screen, right? But, I mean, if you've been doing this for a long time, then you're pretty much an expert, right? So that's how they do it. A lot of people don't even know that there's no map in front of these ladies that they're doing. That's a green screen. They're just standing in front of the green screen, and they're pointing to something that's really not there. It's in front of them, not in back of them. So does that make sense to anybody? Somebody's like saying, like, Russell, what the hell are you talking about? How do we talk about weather girls and you're doing this talking about On Air with Russell of Hotels? But anyway, let's get back on topic. So On Air with Russell of Hotels, that's a live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. I just did show number 284. Next Tuesday will be, of course, show number 285. But I will be traveling. I just remembered I will be traveling next week, and I'm not sure. Well, we're going to see. I'll let you know the day of, right, if it's going to happen or not, because I will be traveling on Sunday. My first trip of the year, you know what I mean? And you'll know where I'm going when I get there, okay? So just relax. You'll know where I'm going when I get there. So, and I'm hoping I don't miss the football game because I'll be traveling during the time of the football game. Hopefully, it's on the darn plane. Okay, so anyway, I just thought about that. Right, I'm gonna be missing the football game. Anyway, that's okay. All right. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Once again, this is the Hilton Culver City. This is their restaurant bar area slash coffee bar area. Once again, any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me, Russell at russellofhotels.com, or you can go to my website. All my information is there. Each page has my email and phone number. I just checked that out the other day. Like, okay, so if they go to it doesn't matter what page you go to, my phone number and email are there. So feel free to reach out to me if you have questions about hotel site selection, branding opportunities for hotels, or anything within hospitality. I focus, for the most part, 100% on hospitality. I can help people out with certain with other industries, but my focus on air with Russell of Hotels, the daily check-in, anything I post will be 100% about the hospitality industry because I spend so much time there, and that's really all I know. So, so there you go. You got it, right? So anyway, that is it. I just want to come on just for a couple minutes. It's like 11 minutes. I just want to come on. Two things. I wanted to test things. So what I'll do is go back and rewind this and hear and see if I can hear everything that I'm saying, right? The music, all that stuff. I just want to make sure that is the case. Like, say I do this. I want to make sure I hear that. And it's at the level where people can hear it. I mean, I can hear it because it's right here in my studio, but can you hear it? So I just want to make sure. And then if I wanted to, let's see. You think that's funny? You think that's funny? What the heck? I don't like people laughing at me. That's crazy, right? So, all right, enough of that. So yeah, so I just want to make sure that those things are working, those things are intact. So this was kind of, I was gonna do a daily check-in anyway, but it came at a good time because I was trying to test some of these things to make sure that they do work. So there you go. That's it. Let me just make sure I didn't have any comments. Yep, no comments there. That's fine. So what happens is if someone made a comment on LinkedIn or YouTube, it would show up on my screen. And then basically I would put those comments on the screen so the whole world can see. So, but no one made any comments. So that's okay, right? But just so you know that that's what I would do. Because I'm all about giving shout outs to everybody, right? Anyone that comes on, I want to give them a shout out because I do appreciate them coming on. So let's see, what else? I have a couple guests that are going to be coming up pretty soon here. And I want to say Mr. Amani Roberts, the professor, AKA the professor. He's going to be on Wednesday. I'm going to do a special on air with Russell of Hotels on Wednesday, February 5th, because Amani is a professor at Cal State Fullerton, and he has a lecture at 1 o'clock on Tuesdays, okay? I'm like, well, you need to change that. I said, no, for you, Amani, I will change it for you. So, see, that's what I'll do, right? Because it's my show. I do however I want to do it, right? So it's important that he comes on and we have a conversation because I have not had him on the show maybe almost 2 years now, right? And he was like one of the original ones that came on to help me when I first started the show. So I said, I will switch it for you. And then also, that's on the 5th, and then on the 12th, I'm sorry, no. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. On the 18th, I believe, I think it's the 18th, I can't remember. I didn't write it down. Miss Wendy Song is gonna be on as well. So that's gonna be cool. She has a company called Evolution. Okay, she's all about brand awareness, creating brand awareness for hotel, hospitality brands, and all that stuff. So she is gonna be on here as well. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fire. Both are gonna be fired. Okay, I'm looking forward to both of them coming on the show and talking about what they do. Amani has a book out. Wendy and her husband Sin, they formed this company a couple years ago, and it's all about assisting them with branding and marketing. And sometimes hotels forget about branding branding is part of marketing, right? They forget about that. They're all about selling, right? They're direct selling in front of your face. But what about the times you can't sell to people? What do you do then? I mean, so kind of the same things that I do. I mean, my job is to create brand awareness as well. Although, yeah, I do hotel site selection. Yeah, I do hotel consulting, right? Sales and marketing consulting. I do all that stuff, right? But where I see people are missing, when I say people, what I see my hotel partners are missing, they're missing that brand awareness piece. Like, who knew about the Hilton Culver City? I'm sure there's people that do. Maybe people within LA know about the Hilton Culver City. But what about the people that are in New York that travel to LA for business? Maybe they didn't know that this Hilton existed. Maybe they didn't know that it's right across the street from a mall or shopping or a movie theater. And it's not too far from LAX, which is the major international airport that that you could fly into in Los Angeles. Maybe they didn't know that. So that's creating brand awareness right there. And the mistake that I see a lot of hotels are making, they think everybody knows that their brand exists. And that is so far from the truth. That makes about as much sense as me thinking that everyone knows it exists. That's not true, right? I mean, in my own mind, I would hope they're like, oh, yeah, everybody knows about me. Yeah, of course they do. No, I'll be lying if I, said that to people. Oh, yeah, everybody knows about me. Yeah, no, they don't. They don't. And I got a rude awakening a couple of weeks ago, right? So I'm talking to this friend of mine who I swear that I've told her everything about what I do as far as this show is concerned, right? Well, I asked her, I said, hey, did you happen to catch what I did in my show? She goes, what show? I said, On Air with Russell of Hotels. What are you talking about? She said, if you told me, I forgot. I said, why don't you remind? She said, you don't send out reminders, anything like that. So that's like, I dropped the ball, right? So she was right. I had not, although, yes, I do put things out 5 days a week, right? But it's not reaching everybody. So guess what? I need to do a better job of reaching people. People that I think know don't know. So for hotels to think that everyone knows their hotels exist, that's not true. All I got to do is look at my own brand and go back to that conversation I had with a friend of mine who I thought was a friend, but obviously she's not a good friend because she doesn't follow. No, she does now, right? I made sure. I said, can you go to my YouTube page, Russell of Hotels, and subscribe. So anytime I go live, you get a bing. Russell is live on YouTube, So I made sure she subscribed to that. So I made sure of those things, right? Hey, what's going on, young man? Let me put that. See? That's my son. He says, what's up, Pops? Hey, not much. Just doing a little, just a little talking here and there. But yeah, so when you think that everybody knows that you exist, well, you need to think again because everybody does not know that you exist, okay? Everybody does not know that the Hilton in Culver City exists and that they went through this major renovation 2 years ago and that they're across the street from a mall and they're shopping in the area too. And they're located less than 10 minutes away from LAX on the same street. A lot of people don't know that, right? So hotels have to create this awareness. They have to take the guessing game out for their guests or for their potential guests. And that's where I come in, right? So my job is to display and showcase those particular hotels, right? So there you go. So that's what I do, right? Those are things that I do. So I named a couple of things that I do, but all that is outlined on the website. So if you have any questions at all, go to our website, russellofhotels.com, check out the blog, check out the affiliates that I have. And if you have any questions, just email me, russell@russellofhotels.com. But if you want to call me, you can do that too. My phone number is on my website as well. So I'm an open book. So whatever you want to do, ask me and we'll go from there. So that is it. I just want to come on and let's see. I see one more comment. It says, keep grinding. Everyone knows about. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Now, you know what? I like to think that everybody knows about me, but they don't, right? So, but I appreciate that. And, but the more I do this, I'm going to reach more people, right? And then I need to start, and this is just advice for people that do something similar. sometimes you have to put out reminders, let people know, hey, I'm about to go live on this, I'm about to go live on this channel, that platform, or whatever. You have to do that, right? So there you go, because each thing reinforces the other, so or supports the other thing. So there you go. I just need to do a better job. So there you go. I got my assignment. I'm moving forward. So anyway, you guys, that's it, right? Happy Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. That means I'll do this again. So you guys have a great day, great evening. And as always, have a good day and